This is the performance review of week 31 of 2024, which was the week ending August 2nd. Let's begin by inputting the beginning and ending balances. So on July 26th, the balance was 24,833. And August 2nd, the balance was 24,086. So I lost $748 last week, which was a percentage loss of 3.01. Now let's input the actual transactions. July 29th to August 2nd. And let's input the theoretical trades. Go to my website and just copy from here these 5 trades. So the actual P&L was negative 3.01 and theoretical shows negative 3.11. Let's go ahead and look at the individual trades that we did last week. Last week was a pretty difficult week in the stock market. There were a number of factors at play. For example, there were a number of earnings misses. There were jobs numbers that showed the U.S. economy was weakening, coupled with Fed policy concerns. And generally speaking, this time of the year, around July, August, the liquidity in the stock market's not as high as it would be in other times of the year. So volatility tends to get magnified. So the first trade we did was Broadcom. This is the chart of Broadcom going back several years. And this is the actual trade that we did. Bought the dip and it didn't revert back. Here's Costco. This trade didn't really revert back upwards, but it didn't really sell off too much either. It was kind of a scratch. Lilly. This is the action here. Netflix. This was not a great trade at all. And Nvidia. And semiconductor stocks have been in the crosshairs lately. Lost money there as well. Let's go ahead and input the ending balance on the cumulative tab, see how we're doing. So since going live and incepting the strategy at the start of June, the cumulative profit is down negative $1,500, or a percentage loss of negative 5.93. And let's look at how that measures against long-term performance. So this is the long-term equity curve of weekly reversion going back to 1994. And let's just zoom in on the past few years to see where we're at. So this is the current point right here. Let's zoom in even more. So here, the peak of the strategy was around July 15th. And last week was, or the week before last was pretty rough. That's this point right here. And the start of last week was right here. Let's zoom in even more. Yeah, this was the start of the week that we just traded. And so we lost a little bit during the week, but then it popped back up and ended the week negative. And let's look at where we are in terms of drawdown. So right now we're at a 11.3% peak to valley. And graphically, how does that look? So here's where we are, down about negative 11. So the drawdowns of the strategy have been way greater than that historically speaking, just to get some perspective. You know, the worst drawdown was around negative 22%. And, you know, the average drawdown, I'd say, is around 11 to 12%. So in other words, right now we're sitting at 11.3% or something. And that's a pretty average drawdown. So I'd say the strategy is in pretty good health. So that's the performance review of week 31. Thank you for watching.